Wow. This feels really good to be back in front of the camera. Hey honeys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be sitting down in front of my camera and talking to you guys again. It feels like it has been forever. And honestly, that's because it really has been. I have not posted in a while. And when I got here to Florida and started my college program, I was trying to vlog a lot, and I actually still have a few vlogs that I've recorded and just need to edit to get up for you guys. But even with vlogging, I have been slacking really badly and I haven't posted in a really long time, but don't worry, we'll get there. But even with that aside, I have not sat down in front of the camera in a really long time and just talked to you guys, and I really missed it, and I'm really happy to be back. And yeah, I just can't wait to talk to you guys about what's been going on in my life. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I have some coffee because I figured this was just gonna be like a nice little chat. So I have my new little 50th mug. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's like an iridescent, you see my camera in the background, propped up on all of my Harry Potter books and Twilight books because I don't have a full-size tripod. So this is what we're working with right now. Oh my goodness, this coffee is so good. Okay, anywho, it's really breezy out right now. I'm gonna show you guys really quickly. This is my view from out of my apartment window. And you can't really tell how much the trees are blowing, but yeah, there you go. Look at that, and the leaves are turning colors. Oh my goodness, it almost feels like fall. Hello. It is the end of October, but I'm in Florida, so you know, this might be as close to the fall as I get, but I will take it, don't you worry. Anyway, like I said, I wanted to sit down and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about my life, about what's going on, and also where I've been. It has been a while, like I said, since the last time that I've posted, and I fully understand that, and I absolutely hate that it has been so long since I've posted, because I genuinely enjoy filming videos, editing the videos, getting videos out, sharing pieces of my life with family, friends, just anyone who's interested in the things that I'm talking about. I absolutely love bringing you guys along with me. And so the fact that it has been quite a while since the last time I've posted has just been playing on my mind for a while, because I'm like, I just need to post. I need to post something. I need to post something. So like I said, I do have a few vlogs that need to get out, but for today, most importantly, I just really wanted to sit down in front of the camera and talk to you guys about where I've been. So if you've been following my channel for a little while, or if you joined along on my DCP journey when I started back in August, then you most likely know or may remember that I started as a Disney Springs parking cast member. So I was totally fine with that going into the program. I was just like really willing to make the most of it, do whatever I could. I just wanted to be here, and I knew that this was kind of my last opportunity to do the college program. I'm getting married in March, and not that you can't be married on the program, but just for my personal life, it just made sense for this to be the time for me to do the program. Like if I was going to do it, this was the best possible time to just finally do it and check it off of my bucket list. So my check-in date for the college program was August 9th. That was like my actual check-in date to just begin my program. My traditions was August 13th, and then I started over at Disney Springs Parking. I think it was August 18th was my first like Disney Springs initiation sort of day. So that was the beginning of my journey. And I was over at Springs Parking for a few weeks, and about 2 weeks in, we had a little meeting with all of the CPs over at Springs Parking, and we were told by our proprietor that we would be getting moved. So it was just, you know, they brought us on for a specific purpose, and then they had like part-time people and stuff, so we didn't really fulfill the purpose that we were brought there for, and we were just not really serving as much of a purpose there as we could be elsewhere. So we were told that we would be getting transferred. And so we were only told that we were going to be getting transferred to a resort. We had no other information aside from you're going to go to a resort. We didn't know exactly which resort that was going to be, and we also didn't know which role that was going to be. So, sir, do you know I'm trying to film a YouTube video? The nerve of some people. So if you think about a resort, there are a few different roles that you could potentially be placed in. There's housekeeping, there's merchandise, there's children's activities, lifeguards, recreation, food and beverage, and concierge. I could be missing a few, but they're like the main ones. So those are the ones that I was thinking about in my mind. Like, okay, these are the ones that I could potentially be placed in. And, you know, coming from parking, honestly, I was like really fine with going into any of them because again, I came into the program with an open mind. So I was like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Like I'm here to make the most of this program. It's 6 months. Like I am fine. I just want to make the most of it, and whatever happens, happens, you know? So we finally got told which resort we were going to. And then we were told that we would find out pretty much when the schedule came out which role we were gonna get. So I was just confused because I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to know where I'm going, what's going on. You know, I was getting so anxious about it because I just wanted to know what was happening. So the one thing that they told us as all of the CPs from Disney Springs Parking was that we would all be able to stay together at the same resort. So that was a really good plus because we had gotten to know each other well, and the people that had been there for like a month or two prior to me had definitely gotten to know each other well. Like I said, I was only there for about 2 weeks, but I was still making those connections and building those friendships and stuff. So it was nice to know that we would be getting to stay together. And then when the schedule came out, we realized that half of us were scheduled to be at one resort and the other half of us were scheduled to be at a different resort. So we were like, oh my gosh, does this mean we're getting split up, you know? So come to find out that they only split it up that way for training purposes. So we did end up getting to all go to the same resort, which was nice. However, on the schedule, it still didn't say which role. So they split it up because half of us that were going to the one resort for training were one role, and then the other half of us were a different role. But we still didn't know what the roles were. So we're all like, oh my gosh, like what does this mean, you know? So eventually we found out, and I found out that I was placed in concierge. So I was nervous at first, I can't lie, because I was coming from parking, which is a lot different than concierge in many ways. And so I was just anxious going into it. You know, I just had normal nerves. I was already nervous going into Disney Springs Parking, you know, because I was finally getting to do the program. And then I was just getting comfortable there and learning how everything worked. And then 2 weeks later, I was being taken out and getting moved somewhere else. So, you know, it was a mix of emotions, and I was just anxious, you know, going into it. So I started and I got to train over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful. That resort is just absolutely breathtaking. I love Animal Kingdom Lodge. Like it is just absolutely gorgeous there. So my training there was really fun, and I got to learn a lot. I got to meet a lot of really cool people, and I had a really, really fun time. So it was nice to be welcomed into concierge by training there. However, the resort that I was going to is very different than Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we have a few different categories. We have value, moderate, and deluxe. And so I was training at a deluxe resort, but going to be full-time, well, not full-time, I'm a CP, but you know, I was going to work at a value resort. So there are just a few different things with that. So at a deluxe resort, you know, you're working with a lot of like Disney Vacation Club stuff, and it's just big, like there's different things to know around the resort. There's more like amenities offered and stuff like that. So I was learning all of that because I had like 2.5 weeks of training over there before I came over to my value resort. And so it was just a shift there. So, you know, then like the shift from parking over to training for concierge, and then from my training location over to my home location was also different. So it was just like a lot of different learning curves and learning experiences and stuff like that, which I was totally up for. You know, when we first got the news, we were all feeling so many different emotions about having to leave from parking. And I remember talking to one of my leaders and just saying, as difficult and as scary as change can be, I also think that it's a really beautiful thing, because it gives you that opportunity to learn and grow and to get out of your comfort zone, to do things that you may not have necessarily had the opportunity to do, which also is so true, because not a lot of people on their college program can say that, you know, they got to move to a different location or they got to transfer elsewhere and try another role during their program. So I feel really blessed that I am able to say that I could do that. And now that I am over at my home resort as a concierge cast member, I have been absolutely loving it. I love my location. I love the people that I work with. I feel so much joy getting to do what I do every single day. Truly, I get to make magic. I get to truly be a part of the magic that is Disney. Like, I am part of it and it feels so incredible. Not that I wasn't at parking, because if you've watched any of my other videos, then you may remember me saying how I was trying to make magic in any way possible that I could, even with a role like parking where you're not guest facing a lot of the time. But I just feel so purposeful. I feel like I have a purpose here. And, you know, when I was going through my training over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, there were some days where I felt like maybe it wasn't for me, because I just wasn't feeling like I was getting the hang of it, or I was overthinking it, or whatever the case was. But there were some days where I was like, is this really for me? You know, I was second guessing myself and my abilities. And now that I'm here at my home location, I feel so at home. I feel truly like I belong there, like I make a difference. It blows me away the amount of impact that one interaction that I have with a guest can make upon them. And that just sticks with me. You know, I hold on to that going into every single interaction that I have, that my conversation, my attitude with this person, my, you know, choice of words, whatever it is, that can truly make or break someone's trip. And I really take that very seriously. And I just truly, truly love what I get to do. I had a guest yesterday, and yesterday I was having not really a rough day, but it was just one of those days, you know, where I wasn't feeling at my best already. And then a few things happened and I was just kind of feeling a little bit out of it, you know. And I had a guest come up to me, and it was her birthday, and I got her a birthday pin, and we were just talking and chatting, and I was giving her some tips, and it was her first visit, so I gave her a first visit pin, and we were just having a really great conversation, and I was just doing my best to help her and make her first trip and her birthday an absolutely incredible experience. And at the end of it, she looked at me and just said, thank you so much. And she gave me a little bag of candy that said thank you on it. And it was just such a beautiful moment that she recognized that I was trying to really make her day special, because that is truly what I'm out to do. I'm out to make people smile. That is why I'm here, truly. And I get to do that. And it is an amazing feeling. I've had a few other moments like that as well, where people have just waited in line to come up and tell me, you know, how much my help meant to them. Someone told me, you are the magic, you know. I've gotten other little things. It's just, those types of things are truly the best reminders of why I'm here. You know, not that I need physical things or constant affirmations to remind me that I can make a difference in someone's vacation, but they are just such wonderful reminders that truly allow me to realize I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing, you know? So all of that to say that since beginning at Concierge, I have been working a lot more. I have been picking up shifts. I've been working 6-day weeks. I've been extending into later shifts, so working, later into different hours of the night. And I've just been working a lot. In addition to that, I have also started another fun little journey, which I'm gonna make a separate video about as well. Don't worry, it won't take a month to post that one, hopefully not, but I will talk about that very soon as well. So that has been taking up some of my time also. So just a few different things, and then getting back into the swing of wedding planning, because for the first, month and a half that I was here, I wasn't really doing anything for the wedding, and now finally getting back into the swing of that has been taking up a lot of my time also. So it's just been very busy and very hectic in my life, which is why it's been a little bit more difficult and challenging for me to get videos up, but I am not using that as an excuse. I am sitting here right now and making it a point to say that I am going to be posting more regularly. I don't want to commit to like a certain day or anything like that every week, but I am making the commitment now to start posting more regularly, because it is something that means a lot to me, and it's something that I personally enjoy doing, and I just haven't been putting the time and effort into it because of just being busy with other things. But I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to start posting again, and I hope that you guys will stick along and follow me on that journey. So yeah, that is my little life update. That is where I have been. I am absolutely loving my new role. I don't know what this means for me as far as my next steps within the company go, but as of right now, I am just so enjoying this opportunity that was truly just placed in my lap, and I don't take that for granted at all. I understand that concierge especially is a role that can be sometimes difficult to move into, and I have the opportunity right now to be in this role, to be making magic, and I am so appreciative of that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hearing me out about this life update and where I've been, and I hope that you guys do choose to stick along and just stay tuned for everything else that I will have coming your way. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one, and I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day, everyone. Bye. Whoa, it's totally crazy.